Hi, how's everybody doing today? This is Sean Sweeney, and just making a video. I was watching one of my friends. He's a good guy, Deafness 45, and he does live streams. And he is talking about starting a fund for people that need help in the community, and it's a really good idea. I had this idea a long time ago, over 10 years ago, really. Uh, Growing up, I'll let me tell you something about myself. I was born in Philadelphia. I was born in 1971, and I come from a family you would consider a broken family. My mother had to leave my dad. He was a very abusive man. He used to beat us and do like really bad things to us. So my mother and my grandmother, they moved me to Florida. My mom worked two jobs her whole life. She never had no boyfriends after my dad or anything like that. So she always looked over me. And there were times in our life where we didn't have money for electricity or we didn't have enough money for water. But my mom always made sure that I had food and I had clothes. And growing up sometimes when I was in my 10, 11, 12, 13 years, like in the early ages of my life, there were times where I had shoes that had holes in them. So at an early age, I always was religious. My mom was very religious. She actually went to school to be a nun, and she was going to be a nun, and then she had taken a year off to make that decision if she wanted to be a nun or not. And she met my dad, and they had me. So obviously, she didn't become a nun, but she always loved God. She always taught me to not look at people's skin color or not look at anybody but their actions in the heart, because judgment's meant for God, and always to help those who are in need. Now, I did make some statements that it's hard to trust anybody with money, and money is the root of all evil. I don't care what anybody's good intentions are. All it takes is one person to get involved in that, and they're going to do shady stuff. So my idea was, and I said this a long time ago, that anytime that you build something for fundraisers, you need to have a board to oversee it. I don't care if there's 5 people, but there has to be an odd number of people. You can't have an even number, so when the votes come out on who to get money to or what to do with this money, there isn't an even number of people that are going to, have a draw, so to speak. So you need an odd number of people. Then you need to have a non-profit tag, okay? Because you're not making no money off of this, okay? It's not meant for us to make money. It's meant to help others in need. And as my man Deafness said, it ain't like, oh, I'm short on a paycheck and you're going to, be short that month. Everybody goes through that. We're talking about people losing their damn homes. We're talking about people that don't have food in their refrigerator. We're talking about people that don't have clothes. And if you live up north and you don't have electricity, you're going to freeze to death, okay? It's already been done. People have frozen to death in their own apartments because they did not have electricity, okay? And heat and things that we take for granted every day. Water. Get your water turned off. See how that works out for you, okay? Everybody has to use the restroom, okay? These things are everyday things that we take advantage of every day. I've been saying this for years. I grew up, and I actually grew up at the end of my mom's life. We had a decent amount of money and lived properly, but we also struggled on bills. Our rent was over $1,000 a month to live on Beachside. Our property taxes were $4,200 a month to live on Beachside. $4,200 a year to live on Beachside. You don't pay your property taxes, they'll take your house from you, okay? Now, that's a whole different story, in my opinion, on taxation, double taxation, and all that. That's government stuff. And the government's to blame for a lot of things, including shootings. We just had a shooting here in Ohio. There was one in El Paso. And contrary to belief, the government is responsible for a lot of this stuff because they're disarming people. If you had everybody armed in this country, these cowards would not do these things. This is one thing, okay? that we grow together, and we want to be positive, and have all these positive things, and any negativity that comes along, we just, hey, that flower power is great and everything. I'm all about it, but I grew up in Generation X, okay, and I've seen for firsthand what flower power does. It's not the answer to everything. You can't overlook evil, because evil doesn't care about how good you feel inside. Evil doesn't care about your beliefs. Evil doesn't care about anything but destruction. And if you don't take it out, you will destroy your communities. You will destroy everything. Okay? That's how evil works. And yes, is it hard to trust people? Yes. If you don't have any instincts not to just trust every person that you meet, they're going to take everything you have. It's the nature of people. God forgives everybody. I understand that. But also God tells you to go out as sheep among wolves. Why would he tell you that if everybody's so perfect and everybody's so happy and want a tree hug, and we're going to throw all this positive energy out there? Yeah, you can throw a lot of positive energy. I'm all about that. I'm positive, but I'm a realist. I've seen for my first self what things do. People don't care that you get your electricity off. Your own neighbors won't help you. If you're hungry, they won't give you no food. They won't help you. And you're like, I wouldn't be associated with people. Well, you'd have to disassociate yourself from 3/4 of the people that live in America. Okay? So, I'm all about positivity, but I'm a realist, man. You want to start a fund? I'm all about that. I got cards I will send you that are worth thousands of dollars, and you'll get that money for them, okay? And I'll put that shit out there. I don't care if it goes to the people. But if I find out someone steals that money, I don't care who they are. I will drive anywhere in the United States and I will get your ass. And that's not no warrior talk or anything like that. That's real shit. I will get a crew of my buddies and we will find you and we'll get that money back and you will do the right thing with it. Okay? That's how I roll. And then I'll give you a hug afterwards. You know? But you're not going to steal people's money that need money for electricity and need money for rent and need money that we're putting out of our pocket, and I don't mind doing that at all. I'll give you the shirt off my back, but if you think I'm going to let you scam me, and I was saying stuff about the jazz people, yeah, okay, if you sit there and let these people do that to innocent people and steal their damn money, you're just as bad as the person doing it. You're sitting there letting them know, and God, you know what they're doing. They're making Jose Urbero hoaxes and selling 10-cent, 15-cent cards for $160. They're doing Alex Madrid crooked ass shit, doing stuff. Would you trust somebody like that with a foundation? And you're like, well, why would you watch a channel like that? Because you have to see what the enemy's doing. You have to see what they're actually doing to people. That way you can't just sit there and make empty accusations against people. And I don't talk behind people's back. I will drive to Pennsylvania. I'm right in Ohio. It won't take me but fucking 7 hours to get there. And I'll tell the guy right to his damn face. I already reported them to the United States State Attorney. I also reported those people to the Federal Trade Commission and the IRS and all the agencies that I can possibly report them, because they're doing fraud and stealing people's money, and they're making hundreds of thousands of dollars doing it. And meanwhile, one of our friends, Mike the Indian car dude, can't even get $10 to go get a goddamn loaf of bread and eggs. Okay? I'm sorry, Lord, for using your name in vain. Pisses me off. Okay? And yeah, you need guys like me out here to straighten people out and call them out. You think I care about the size of a person? I'm intimidated by anybody? You can't take my soul. Only God can take my soul. I've gone through more shit than anybody can ever imagine. I've been in the military. I've seen shit. People would make their fucking minds blow up from the shit I've seen. Okay? I've seen people on the streets. I've seen people living in garbage cans, eating out of garbage cans in Philadelphia. Go down to 33rd Market Street. Go down there. Want to see homelessness? You want to see patheticness? Go to Somerville in Pennsylvania. Heroin overdoses every day. People dying on the sidewalks. People walking around them, taking pictures of them and posting them on Facebook. Disgraceful. Meaningless death. Meaningless stuff. So yeah. Okay, I do get a little emotional about that stuff because I don't want people to die like that. I don't want our fellow human beings to suffer like that. I've gone through stuff where I didn't have water, where I didn't have food, and I didn't have electricity. My mom worked 2 jobs. I worked at the age of 12 and worked until I was all the way until my damn late 30s, until I had my hips replaced. Even then, after my hips were replaced, and I had I have a piece of steel on my shoulder, and I need neck and back surgery and all kinds of stuff, and I still do what I can do. Okay? I found my mom dead in a chair. Okay? I was with my mom on her end of her life. I took care of her the best I could. Okay, I watched my grandfather die. I watched my grandmother die. I watched my aunt and my uncle die. I watched a lot of my family members die. I never left them. I've always been there, and I'm the kind of person who stands up for what's right. And if you don't like my channel and you don't like what I say, I don't really care, because you're probably one of the evil people doing evil stuff to other people. Your simple-minded, evil integrity will not work on me. You can't say stuff that's going to make me change my mind or make me go your way. I watch people. I've been watching people for years on here. I haven't said anything. Recently, I come out and say stuff, okay? Because it's so wrong. You got kids out here. They're little kids. They don't know that the Jose Roberto card ain't worth $150. That's only worth $10. And they save their money and buy it and think they got a $10,000 card in the future. You think that's right? You think it's right for people to make money off of that? You think that you could just sit back and let these people, because you got thousands of subscribers and you're getting your money and you're doing whatever and you're doing this thing, live streaming and whatever. Everybody's doing that, okay? And that's cool, and I'm with it. I'm with Defense 45. He's straight and real. Arena Boys are straight. Kenny Crosby, Mike the Indian Card Dude, Collectaholic, Card Dreamer. They're all good guys. Aaron Lynn, all good guys. But don't tell me about, hard times and stuff like that. I've gone through more shit than most people could even handle. Most of these people I know out here would shoot themselves over a quarter of the stuff that I've seen and been through. I had to learn how to walk again in pain. And I don't care about pain pills because they don't work with me, okay? Take some, get some medicine. They don't work, okay? So I take ibuprofen and gabapentin and a damn big-ass glass of water, 4 or 5 glasses of water a day. All right? That's what I do. There's a lot of shit you guys don't know about me, and I'm going to share some stuff with you. I am a defender of goodness and just things, and I was brought up that way, and I'm part of organizations that will apply on that. We will not let evil take over the world. And it's happening. Okay, we grow together. We need to grow together. We all need to be bonded and help each other and be positive, as my man Defense 45 said. He's right. But when you see atrocities and tyrants and people doing evil stuff, it's your job as a human being, from God's will, to stand up against this injustice. Okay, and it's unjust and unfit and I can't even fathom the words to put into content. How evil that is to watch one of your fellow human beings struggle to the point where they're going to lose their house, not have no food in their house, not have clothes to wear, learn about selling some damn cards with guys' faces on it. This stuff don't mean shit to me. I will take everything I own and make a bonfire out of it. Okay? That's how I feel about this stuff right here. This is fun. This is awesome to collect. I've been doing this since 1978. I've been collecting stuff. Okay? So, this don't mean nothing to me. If I just sell everything to make sure my friend had a place to eat and some food to eat and a place over his head, it would be gone today. Okay? And if I find out the people that took this money and did the wrong things with it, I will come and find you. I have a car, all right? I will drive and find you. And I'll make you give that money to the right people. And do you see this justice warrior bullshit, or this people on there talking shit because they're on a computer? I'm not that man. Anything I tell you, I'm going to do, because I'm a man of my word, and I've never been that any other way. That's why I have friends for 40 years, 30 years of my life. I have friends from high school, junior high, because I've never wronged anybody, never stole anything, never done anything dirty to anybody. Okay? So, that's that. I am all on board with this foundation. You need to get a board of people that are trustworthy, and you need an odd number of people, and they have to vote on who gets the money and why they're getting it, and everybody needs to know about it. Everybody's donating in this, and this is tax deductible stuff. So if you're worried about you're not going to get no money out of it, and you're just in here to, whatever, you get tax deduction on that, okay? So it's a non-profit organization you set up, and you set it up, and you'll make money off interest, okay? And the interest money that you make, you use it for other things what these people need. And so you will have constant money coming into this fund. You don't go out and buy a car with it. You don't go out and buy a Derek Jeter. You don't go out and buy a Mickey Mantle or something like that. You go out and send this money to these people that need help. Because I swear on my mother's grave, if I send money in and I find out someone bought a card with that money or did some shady shit with it, me and my homeboys will come, and I don't give a shit about what anybody says. Because I'll YouTube the shit when I go to their house, and I'll call them out in person. So it won't be no misunderstandings about what I'm saying. So, sorry I'm emotional. Defense 45, you're a good dude. You're an excellent idea. Mike, an Indian guy, will tell you, him and I have been talking about this for months. I've been talking about it for years. But the thing about it is, without some trustworthy people to look over this money, you will have people taking it. It's as simple as that. You're talking, this thing will grow into thousands and thousands of dollars, and interest on that will grow into more and more. We're talking years of people developing this. When we're dead and buried, there's still going to be a fund going on. That's what I'm looking at. I'm not just looking at something for a few months or a year. I'm talking about a whole foundation, of where it lasts forever. A legacy, okay, of good people doing good things for other people. Not just, let's go get an auction for the weekend and go get this guy some money. Hell yeah, it's a great idea. That ain't the longevity of it. You need a plan for 20, 30, 50 years of this, okay? Pennsylvania does that, okay? If you're in need, you get money, and then when you get money, you have to pay it back to the state. That's fair, okay? It's called a commonwealth, and that's what Mr. Defense was saying. 45. He's talking about a commonwealth where a community of people put in money in a pot, and then anytime that someone in the community or even outside the community needs help, they can get that money and they'll send it to them. So you need a board of people to look over that, okay? Preferably some younger and older people, men and women, so you have different, points of view and honesty and ways of looking at problem solving, okay? Can't just be all guys. It's got to be men and women, okay? It's not just a man thing. It's not just a card thing. It's a person thing. It's a human being thing, okay? You're talking about helping human beings eat food, have shelter, have water, have electricity. That's the stuff we're talking about. Kids need diapers and stuff. We'll help them. Not only that, at this point, when you do a nonprofit organization like that, you also have to have natural resources for these people so you can refer them to state agencies. Because there are state agencies that you already pay taxes into that will help you. Community Action here in Ohio, they will help you pay your rent. They will help you get an electric bill that's affordable. They will help you with food. Churches give out food. Catholic churches are really good about it, at least down in Florida and in Pennsylvania. You don't even have to be Catholic, because I am Jewish and Catholic. That's the combination, huh? That's whatever. That's how I was growing up. My great-grandmother came over from Germany and had a number on her hand, okay? She escaped from them assholes. And then had my grandmother with her too, so. But my mom, I'm Irish and Italian and Jewish and Polish and part American Indian. I got a lot of things, okay? So I'm being honest, okay? The truth will always be the truth, no matter how many lies you tell about the truth. That's why Jesus says, I am the way, the truth, and the light, okay? Because if he didn't say the truth, what was the point of him saying that? You know what I mean? So, I'm not getting biblical on you. I am a man that believes that you should help people. I've always been that way. But I've been taken advantage before. I've been, hurt before. and my guard is up. I'm 47 years old. I've seen a lot of stuff, my friends, and I will never steal you wrong. I'll always tell you the truth. I love you guys. I care about you. I love the guys, the women, the children on here. Everybody's cool, but I'm keeping it real, and this is what's up. You start a foundation. You definitely need a board of directors, and you have to be an odd number of people, and you have to have somebody that's trustworthy to look over this money, because it's going to go faster than you can think. It will escalate into $1 million. Okay? Because I myself can go on Facebook and get at least 300 people right off the bat that would jump in on this in a second. Okay? So until we get that sorted out, I'm going to do my best to give advice on things, and whatever you guys decide to do, I'm on board with you. I trust Defense 45. I trust Arena Boys. I trust Guinea Malkin, Collectaholic, Mike the Indian Card Dude, Aaron Lynn, I trust him. I trust Card Dreamer. There's a few people, and I'm getting to know Missouri Cards. He seems cool. I trust him. He's doing business with me. He's doing good business with me. There's going to be other guys I'm going to do business with, and I'm going to tell you how good they are. And what I'm going to be like, yo, they do good business. Do business with them. So we definitely need a fund. I'm all aboard on it, because God's blessed me, and I want to give my blessings back to others. So, I will, just let me know what you think after the end of this video. Any ideas you have, you can go to Defense 45 and share some ideas with him. He's trying to sort this out. And I'm sure there's other people that are involved in this, which I don't know yet, which I will learn about in the future. So until next time, you guys and ladies out there, you guys take care of yourselves, and you guys take care of each other, and God bless everybody. And thank you for watching our videos. If you like what you're seeing, please like and subscribe. And as I said, until next time, you guys take care of yourselves, and you guys take care of each other, and God bless everybody.